Hi, my name's Amir and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with this festival inspired makeup look for you all. It's not like super festival, like I haven't drawn like crazy lines on my face. I haven't done like anything too crazy with my hair. It's just like a bit messy. But yeah, so this is the makeup look that I am going to be showing you, so stay tuned. So I have self-tanned. I've used the Rimmel Fake Tan. And I'm going to start out with the Shu Uemura Pore Eraser SPF 30. Now it's really important to make sure you've got SPF on, especially for a festival, because it's like long hours in the sun. Even if it's not sunny, the sun can still be damaging. You want to have some SPF, and this is going to fill in my pores as well. I always put way too much of this on. Then, since it's such a long day, I'm taking the Skindinavia Makeup Primer Spray in Oil Control, just because I find that this really stops excess shine coming through. So yeah, I'm just going to spray this all over my face. For foundation, you want to choose something that is quite long wearing. I'm going to be using the Revlon Colourstay 2-in-1 foundation because this is really easy for touch-ups. So a lot of my really matte full coverage foundations that you would typically think you would use for a time like this, like I wear sunglasses. If I'm going to be out in the sun all day, we're wearing sunglasses, and when I take them off in the evening, there's going to be epic lines here. If I've used like a really heavy duty matte foundation, those are really hard to blend out and touch up. Whereas this, since it's a cream, it's super easy to just go in and touch up with the little spongy thing that's in there. You can just take a little bit and touch it up, and you're good to go for the rest of the evening when the sun goes away. That's why I'm using this foundation. It's also really full coverage, and it photographs really nicely. I like to apply this with a flat top brush. So this is the Sigma F80 flat kabuki brush. The foundation pretty much covers everything, but I'm going to take a little bit of concealer just here, just in case, because I'm anticipating that to maybe get a bit more red throughout the day. Alright, next we're going to correct around the eyes. Well, this if you don't need to correct around the eyes, just conceal or brighten or whatever. So I'm just going to take the EX1 Delete concealer and buff that in the inner corner and under the eye where I'm darkest. And see, this is a corrector, and if you need help correcting, I've got a whole video on correcting. You can see that like it almost would blend into my skin seamlessly, which is what we want from a corrector. We don't want it to be like orange, red, and then we have to conceal the orange or the red. But yeah, so I've just applied that there. I'm just gonna tap it in a bit. I'm gonna take my Benfit Stay Don't Stray as my eyelid primer. So that's the only eyelid primer I'm not allergic to. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this under my eye area as well and mix this in with my concealer, because I can't actually find the one that I want right now. I'm gonna put a little bit here, here. I'm gonna take NARS Creamy Custard Concealer in Vanilla, because I can't find Custard. I just said that totally wrong, you know what I mean. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this and I'm gonna mix them together, because I don't want, Vanilla is really brightening, so I don't want to be that bright. I would usually use Custard, so I'm just gonna mix those two together a little bit. I think that for this look, the NARS Creamy Concealer just lasts the best without being like too dry or whatever. So yeah, so since we want our makeup to be quite long wearing, we're going to layer a few products. So now we're going to take the Kevyn Aucoin Creamy Glow Duo No. 4. So we've got a little contour and highlight shade, and we're going to take the contour color. I'm just using the brush I used for my concealer before, but I'm buffing off the concealer. So I'm going to take the contour shade. It's like my favorite cream contour, because you can see it's not too dark and it's quite cool tone. And I'm only using this really little brush because like I want it to mimic the shadow, so I don't want it to be like too everywhere. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm going to take the Real Techniques contour brush just to buff it in a little bit, and then I'm going to take the cream highlighter, which is so pretty. Prepare yourselves. I'm always disappointed that my highlight never shows up on camera, but hopefully you can see it. It's just like a really healthy looking glow. Like it doesn't look glittery or wet. Like it just looks like you are glowing. And you can't really put too much of this on, so that's good. For people who can sometimes be a bit heavy-handed, you don't have to worry about that with this product. You can just keep putting it on forever and you'll always look good. I'm gonna take a little bit of cream bronzer now. Who do I want? Who do I want? Might take a little bit of Chanel. A lot of people have this, but cream bronzer, just chuck whatever you've got on. I'm going to use this brush. This is just a duo fiber brush from Real Techniques. And we're just going to swirl it a bit on the cheeks. See how like this is bronzing, like chucking it everywhere with less rhyme or reason, whereas the contouring was very strategically placing it exactly where we want it. Now we're going to go ahead and set the under eye area. Just going to smooth out whatever may have creased, because you know it's been a while since we did our under eye concealer. I'm going to take the RCMA No Colour Powder and I'm going to bake under my eyes with this purely because I probably should have done my eyeshadows first. So yeah, I saw Katie from Lust Selects do this where she dipped one of these sponges in there, because I was wondering, I'm like, how the hell do you get this product out? And that's what she'd been doing. And I'm hoping that this looks okay under my eyes. It doesn't like make my eye area look too dry. Sometimes that happens. I'm just going to bake these areas since it's going to be like such a long day, and I'm kind of getting it everywhere, but that's okay. I don't think it matters too much. I'm going to be taking the Manny MUA Makeup Geek palette today. So I'm just going to take like a big fluffy blending brush, and we're going to start with Beaches and Cream. That's going to go all over the lid and up through the crease. I'm going to take Insomnia on just a small brush, and I'm going to buff this underneath and buff it out with Sora. The Duo Cream isn't really showing up how I want, so I'm going to wet my brush with some Fix Plus. And now that the under eye area is like a bit more blended, we're going to take it with the Insomnia again with the wet brush. I'm applying that like closest to the lashes, so we're not going to have to like blend again on top. And then take away that Duo Chrome effect. That's way better. You'll see close up later. Now we're going to take NARS, the red, and I'm going to buff it through the crease. Oh, so pretty. And you can see I haven't gone in yet because there's like a lot on this brush, even though I just dabbed it. Like it's super pigmented. So I'm just wanting to blend it up and out, like get it in that placement first. Otherwise it's going to start getting crazy if we bring it in. And see, it looks like I've taken it really high and put heaps on, but since my eyes, like when I relax, it disappears. And I'm not taking it onto the lid, like I'm just putting it in the crease and blending it up. That's why my brush is on this angle. You can see, like that. And then I'm going to take Sora again on the same brush. And now you can see I'm going a bit more everywhere. A bit more everywhere. This is the Zoeva 228 brush. I'm going to take Beaches and Cream again, and now we're just going to start to buff that on the more inner area there. See how that just looks better than that? It's like kind of just stops. You can use like a skin color as well, but I can't be bothered grabbing another palette, and this is almost skin color for me. Now I'm going to take Aphrodite, and I'm going to build up an outer corner V that connects to that, see that lower lash line? It just keeps going on that same angle up. And I'm going to buff that out with Frappe. I'm doing very tiny movements because I want the colour to be mainly there. I don't want it to disperse too much. So you can either take Cosmopolitan or Luna as your over lid colour. I guess, you know, see which one will match your outfit more or whatever. I reckon, oh, this bow so pretty. Oh, this bow so pretty. So pretty. So pretty. I reckon I'm going to take Luna just cause. Now I'm taking Luna all over the lid. And then I'm going to take my Fix Plus again. Where are you here? And we're going to like pack it on. We're going to take the eyeliner, but we're just going to create a line so our lashes blend better. Just a line. I'm going to finish up the rest of my eyes in a minute. So yeah, let's move on. I'm going to just take some micellar water. This one is by L'Oreal. I've got like every brand under the sun. And I'm going to take off the foundation that's on my eyebrows because my eyebrows have been tattooed on. There's no point drawing them back on. That would just be pointless. And also I find that I get so much foundation in my eyebrows. When I put, even if I'm just putting clear brow gel on, it goes like skin color, my eyebrows. So yeah, let's just take that all off. Careful because you don't want to end up with like a halo around your eyebrows where you've taken off your foundation. But yeah, I've just got the wet side, now I'm just going over with the dry side just to dry them off. If your eyebrows aren't tattooed on, fill them in with something really long wearing like a pomade, just so that they stay in place all day long. I obviously do not need to, so I am just going to set them in place with this. This is Australis Clear Brow Gel. It like is cement. I love it. Nothing holds my brows quite like this. I'm going to take this brush. This is the Sigma F10. We're going to buff off this bake. And a lot of the places it's almost like, you know, completely sunk into the skin and there's not much left to really dust off, which is kind of cool but kind of weird, like where'd it go? And I'm going to take MAC Studio Fix powder. This will photograph really nicely. Another good one is Napoleon Camera Finish powder. Since we've got SPF on, we do want, you know, something all over, and I am dusting it a bit over those areas where the other powder was. I'm going to take Napoleon Matte Bronze on the Large Ankle Contour F40 brush. I like this bronzer because it's matte and it's not too dark. So it's, sometimes you can go overboard with bronzer, but this one is good because it's nice and buildable for light, super light to medium skin tones. So I'm just going to start putting that on and buffing it up. You can see now that the highlight is very, very subtle, but we will layer a bit more on top of that potentially. You can take Champagne Pop, but only like a really little bit because it's super, super pigmented and it's easy to go overboard with. And if you're going to be outdoors, you don't want to look like a friggin' disco ball because the sunlight will pick it up more and the texture as well along with it. So I'm only taking a really, like I barely touched it and I'm just buffing it over the cheekbones like that. Whatever's left will go on the tip of my nose, and I actually can take a bit more of my Cupid's bow, that's alright. And then whatever's left can then go up here. And then we'll take a little brush. Where are that little brush? We're going to take a little brush with Champagne Pop and we're going to put that over the inner corner area to tie everything in. And then whatever's left can go up by the brow bone. If you like a brow bone highlight, that is, you don't have to. Then for blush, I'm going to take L'Oreal Lip Blush in 90 Luminous Rose, just because this looks really pretty. Got this in an event the other week. It's got like a little bit of shimmer in it, but I don't notice it's too obnoxious on the skin, so. Right, now that all the powders are on, we don't have to worry about like mascara or lashes or whatever, so I'm going to take my mascara. This is Benefit Roller Lash. Probably one of my favourite mascaras. Yeah, even though I've just recently had my lash lift redone, I still really like this mascara because it doesn't go too heavy. It just really separates the lashes and gives like amazing length. I just stabbed myself in the eye. Yeah, it gives really good length. It's like not a clumpy mascara, which is good. For my bottom waterline, I just realized I didn't put anything in there, so I'm going to take the Rimmel Magnifies double-ended pencil, and this is in Kissed by a Rose Gold. I'm going to take the gold cream shadow end. So I just put that in the waterline, and then I'm going to go in with bottom mascara. Now I really wanted to wear Androgyny on my lips, but I can't find it, so I'm going to be wearing Jeffree Star's Celebrity Skin. Give it a shake first. I always forget to shake these and I'm like, why isn't this going on? I have to take it off and reapply it. So we're going to put this on, and I've got still a little bit of lip balm on. It's mostly gone into my lips now. But I'm going to leave it there just a little bit. And I'm going to take my mini Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Pop that on. And now we are ready. That was everything. I hope you liked it. If you recreate it, please hashtag MUA. I would love to see it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!